Coughing season is off to a bumpy start when three prominent couples announced their divorce after 14 years together. Mowry filed for divorce after 7 years of marriage separation from her spouse Hardrict. Cory because of amicable differences. Tom Brady is Gisele's favorite quarterback following their separation, both engaged divorce attorneys apart for months and almost divorced. 3 years of marriage. Miguel's spouse Miguel, his wife, Nazan, and their children divorced due to irreconcilable differences. Are you surprised by the differences? The dissolution of these marriages. Gary, we're going to all start with you because I know you're knowledgeable. First and foremost, honey, who was it, the person? Yes, Miss Tia Murray, and Ricka whatever his surname is, Hardrict. Miss Teal made it extremely near, baby. Now, I've heard in some instances that he didn't start smelling his urine. Honey, let's be clear about this. Honey, Miss Teal outdid herself today, baby. She stated, he met me on a bench when she encountered him, he was on a bed channel, they were collaborating on a film. Anything, and honey, I assume she was removing the locker pair of my. She showed her images of one of them. He was seated at the, and she met him, honey, and they became friends. Began dating or anything, but he stated unequivocally that he couldn't keep up with her entire family since Rich said he word that he emerged from one of those stores he worked there and claimed to be a security guard. He was a guard who did a variety of things, thus she didn't have anything, so she greeted him with nothing, and I'm guessing she'll depart with a smidgen of anything nonetheless. My point is that every image you've seen of this man, you never saw him smile because he was angry. Cory was smiling and looking at me, having to be around her, thus I believe he had the stereotypical guy condition in which he made the most money whereas she made the most. Couldn't stand it, but he was damned ready since you know how sweet that was. Dinner ticket for him, so you know, honey, they have 2 children together, and he had to figure it out, and now she does. She was sick of him and kicked him out. So many individuals think even she should consider getting her white husband, similar to her sister's boyfriend, and she'll be less anxious. You know, my God, Gary, is fine, you don't dud. If I could come through for you I would choke you right now if you were on this screen. First and foremost, they are acquainted. This has been the case for 22 years, which is unfortunate. Let me explain why this is so sad. 3 reasons why it's sad. Tia and Cory had known one another for some time. They dated for 6 years, for 22 years, and yes, she met him on the set of a film performance, and he was waiting on a bus. She was ready to go to work one day when did stop with her sister to engage. They began a friendship with him, like I already stated. Lasted 22 years, 14 years marriage, and 6 years of friendship other with 2 wonderful children. This is awful and sad. The connection has come undone. I'm rooting for them because they've gone through a lot in the last 22 years. 20 years, Gary, you haven't had anything. Whether this is a source of worry for her was highlighted in any case, and as far as Miguel is concerned, they've known one another for a long time. They dated for 14 years and were together for 18 years. Another couple had been married for 3 years. Couple who had just put a lot of stock in each other began with they started at the bottom and worked their way up top. I was simply extremely depressed and thinking it was also unfortunate for them. Finally, Tom Brady and Gisele are black and white. I'm 2 white people. Ken and Barbie, they've known each other for 6.5 years, dated for 3 years, before marrying for 13. I simply think it's incredibly sad. It's sad to see folks with them several years to not find a solution method to keep it going. But let me tell you something, this is all my thing with Tom and Gisele. Please, Gisele must write. She tells him she doesn't want to act properly. Are you going to stop playing football? You're not going to get me. He continued wishing to play football. Guess what, honey, she said, I'm a stage left exit, and she's leaving it there, as well as, but even if you aren't aware of it, this is the deal. Telling Tito, honey, I believe Gisele, honey, could abandon Tom's child for Antonio Brown. Did you know that I want she and 2 other people hugging one another? Allow me to just jump in and say stuff, because I haven't actually spoken anything. I'm a big fan of the entire program, okay? In contrast to Mancode, when Antonio Brown, he went because he was upset about his circumstances. Gisele's image was uploaded, congratulated him on their victory, the Super Bowl. I'm going to tell you about a game and Tony Brown used it out of context. It was wrong to make her appear horrible. As for the other violations of Mancode's, couples, I know some tea, and I'm going to keep it. I'll keep part of it to myself. But I'll simply say this, all that glitters is not made of gold.